Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. This is part 12 where we will be discuss about SQL Cascade in the foreign key constraint. Okay, so before watching this particular video, I will recommend to watch the previous video where we will be discuss about the SQL foreign key constraint in greater details. All right. So guys, what is the cascade? So cascade is a very important concept when you want to delete the record or update the record from the parent table. Okay. So what happened? So guys, here cascade in MySQL foreign keys defines what happens to our related records when the parent record is updated or deleted. Okay. So when you have applied the cascade, which means it will automatically propagates changes to the maintain referential integrity. So guys, what is the meaning of this particular statement? Let's understand in MySQL. So here we are going to discuss about foreign key cascade. Okay. So it is a basically a rule, right, that says when something changes with the main record. Okay, here what should automatically happen to all the records, right? All the records that depend on it. Okay, so that's what we want to understand in today's session. Okay, so guys, there are multiple types of cascade rule we have. Okay, so let's understand the foreign key cascade in detail. Okay, so here guys, there are four types of operation on the foreign key cascade we can apply. So first of all, we have on delete restrict, which is by default. You remember in the last session, right? I was trying to delete this particular department. Okay. Against this department, there are multiple employee are associated. Okay. So when I try to delete it, I'm getting this error, right? You cannot delete or update this particular parent row. Okay. Because this department is associated with multiple employee. Okay. So this particular rule is applied by default on a SQL table. Okay. So here on delete restrict, which is by default, what does it mean? So it prevents deletion of a parent if children exist. Okay. So you can see the children record exist in that table, right? So you cannot delete department if it has the employees, right? So what is the use case? When you want to explicit control over deletion. Okay, so this is the by default approach on a foreign key. Now the second option we have on update cascade, okay, which will be covered today in detail. So what is the meaning of this? So when parent primary key changes, okay, so all child foreign key updates automatically. What is the meaning of it? So for an example, in the SQL server, right, if you will change the department, let's say we have 102 for IT. Okay, so you want to write, let's say, IT and data science. Okay, for an example, so all the department automatically change in the child table accordingly if you will change it. Okay, so this is the meaning of this particular line. For an example, you change a department ID 1 to 100. Okay, so all employee with the department ID 1, right, become department ID of 10. Okay, so for an example, I want to change the department ID of 102. Okay, maybe something else. Okay, so once you change, all the child record automatically assigned to the newer ID. Okay, so it is easy to maintain referential integrity during primary key update. Okay, and sometime, let's say, on delete set null. So when parent is deleted, okay, so for an example, let's say you want to delete a 102. Okay, but you remember against the 102 we have some employee in the employee tables. I don't want to lose those employee. So when you can use the on delete set null, which means a parent is deleted, child foreign key becomes null automatically. Okay, although once you delete the department, against those department, all the employee department would be null. Example, so delete department, employees department ID become null for unassigned employee against the department. So what is the use case? When child record should survive but lose their relationship. Okay. And the last is on delete cascade. Okay. So when parent record is deleted, all the child record also automatically deleted, which means if I want to delete a 102 department from the department table, all the record from the employee table should also deleted against that department. Okay. So simple, delete a department, all employee in the department are deleted. What is the use case? When child records have no meaning without a parent. Okay. So these are the 4 options in terms of cascade we can apply on a foreign key table. Okay. So guys, these are the 4 rule are very crucial when you are going to apply the foreign key cascade. Okay. So now let's understand how we can implement. So here, right, as I just mentioned, if you are going to delete this department, right, which is not possible. Okay. I am getting this error. All right. Now what I am doing, let me drop these table. Okay, so drop table if exist, let's say employee, and similarly I want to delete the table from department. So these 2 table I want to delete. Table has gone. Now I am going to create these table once again. Now let me change something. Okay, so here I want to implement, right? Let's say on delete cascade and on update cascade. Okay. So are you understanding what is the meaning of on delete cascade or on update cascade, right? So when I will be delete the record from the parent table, all the child record will be deleted or updated. Okay. So now I have create this table and similarly, let me execute this table. Simple. And the same record I want to insert once again. These are the same record. Okay. Now, simple, let me insert this record. And now let me insert these records. Okay. All fine, right? Now let me show you the record. So these are the employee and these are the department. Interesting. So right now let me, apply a query. Do not understand that query if you are not understanding. So simple, let's say I am going to before delete cascade. Okay, I want to display the information to you as a status. Okay, so let's say here I am writing a query. Let's say I have a department ID, right? I have a department name. Okay, I want to count how many employee ID I have as a employee count. Okay, so you can say that this is the employee count with the help of employee ID. Similarly, I am using here the group concat. Okay, based on the first name of an employee as a employees from which table, guys? From department table, and I am saying as a D. Now left join I want to perform on employee E on D dot department ID and E dot department ID. Interesting. And the group by D dot department ID and D dot department name. Order by D dot department ID. Very simple, right? So first of all, I have beautify. Now let me execute this. Okay. So you can see here, these are the department ID, department name, okay, employee count in each department. Okay, so there are 3 employee in the IT department. Their department is 102 and the employee name John, Eric and Lucy. Okay. Now I want to perform delete cascade. Okay. And here I want to delete the dept ID which is 102. So what will happen? So guys, when I'm using here the delete cascade, right, which means this will automatically delete the data in the child table, okay, for this department. All right, so right now I have 3 employee for this department. Okay, so what I'm doing here, so let's say simple delete from department where department id is 102. Earlier we were not able to delete it, but right now we can delete this. Okay, so now let me execute this statement. Okay, is done. Now let me run this statement, right? So guys, here you can see I don't have any employee whose department is 102. Okay, so that information has been deleted from the parent table. Department has gone. So from the child table, all the employee also deleted whose department ID was 102. Interesting. Similarly, what if when I want to update? Okay, so we have seen the delete. Now let's say I want to perform the update cascade, which means in the parent table I want to update any department. So example update, I want to perform department and set department ID, let's say 201. Okay, where department ID is, let's say 101. Okay, so right now 101 for HR, and here the information will change, and that information would be 202 against the HR. Sorry, 201 against the HR. Interesting. Okay, I have updated, right, the department in the department table. So it is also updated in the child table, which is employee. I can show you the details if you want. So you can see here, right? 201. Anil from Pune, right? Who is working in HR department. Interesting? Okay. Now let me perform on delete set null. Okay. Null. So I need to create these two tables once again. So simple. Let me drop these two. And now let me make a copy of these query. And here, this is the tables I have created. And right now I don't want to, cascade. I want, when I'm going to delete, it has to be set as a null. All right. So very simple. And now let me insert the record once again. Okay. Let me make a copy. And here I am going to insert it. Interesting. So this is the department and this is the employee. Okay. Now I want to delete set null. Okay. So when I'm going to deleting, right, the department, let's say marketing. Okay. So what will happen? So for an example, let's say delete from department where department ID is 104. So 104 for Ashish, right? So guys, Ashish department ID will become null, right? And he remains but unassigned, right? So this particular employee will not assign in any department. So department is deleted, right? So when I'm going to display, so you will not able to see the department, right, which was marketing, I believe. Okay. So when I'm going to show you the record from the employee table, so you will notice, right, Ashish is for, it is available in the information, okay, of Ashish, but the department ID set as null, right, because we were using on delete set null. Okay, so guys, there are 3 operations: on delete cascade, on update cascade, on delete set null, and on delete restrict, that as we have covered in the Microsoft Excel. Right now, similarly, one more time, let's say I want to delete from the department where department ID, let's say 103, right? Let me show you the department table again one more time. So here, this is the department ID, which is for finance. And now I want to delete this finance for who is working for finance? Paul, right? 103. So when I'm going to display this information, the Paul will be set as a null against the department ID. Interesting? Okay. So guys, I hope you understood how we can utilize the foreign key cascade. Okay. So here on delete restrict, which is by default, on update cascade, on delete set null, on delete cascade. Okay. Now, what is the key benefit? Okay. You need to keep in mind, right? So guys, first of all, data integrity. So automatically maintain the consistent relationship. Okay. So if you will change anything in the department, or if you want to update or delete anything in the parent table, right, automatically will reflect in the child table. Okay. So it is simplified the code. No need to manually delete related records, right? Automatically get triggered because we are using the cascade. Error prevention. So prevent missing or broken links between the data. Interesting. And what is the, some warnings you need to keep in mind. Cascade delete, right, can delete a larger amount of data accidentally. So make sure you are performing the valid operations. Okay. So always test cascade behavior in the development first. Consider using set null or less destructive operations. Okay. Or maybe, as I just mentioned, you can use restrict when you want explicit control over deletion. Okay, guys. So guys, this is all about our foreign key cascade. So I will be share this particular script with you. Okay. So you can create a multiple tables and try to establish those tables with the help of foreign key constraint. And as I just mentioned, in the last session, a foreign key table, right, can have multiple null as well. A foreign key column, right, can have duplicate column, duplicate key value as well. Okay. Or on a single table, you can apply multiple foreign key constraint as well. All right, guys. So guys, this is all about foreign key and foreign key cascade. Okay. In the next session, we will be discuss all remaining constraint from SQL Server. Okay. So do the practice of this particular session. And if you found any issue, please let me know in the comment box. And for now, thanks for watching and have a great day.